Welcome to this video on environmental DNA, or eDNA. We will be exploring the critical question: how long does eDNA stay in your environment?
Environmental DNA, or eDNA, is genetic material released by organisms that allows us to detect species presence and assess ecosystem health non-invasively. Understanding eDNA persistence is critical, as the time DNA survives in the environment determines our sampling strategies and conservation applications. In this video, you will learn about DNA structure and stability, environmental factors influencing durability, key degradation pathways, and detailed hydrolysis mechanisms. We will also compare persistence across different environments and review relevant case studies. The DNA double helix is composed of a sugar-phosphate backbone and nitrogenous bases connected by hydrogen bonds. Key stability factors include the phosphodiester bonds of the backbone and base stacking interactions. Understanding these features explains the varying persistence of eDNA. 4 main environmental factors affect eDNA stability. Higher temperatures accelerate degradation, while cold preserves DNA. Extreme pH levels destabilize the DNA backbone. UV radiation causes DNA damage, and microbial activity introduces DNases, accelerating breakdown. DNA degradation occurs through several pathways. Enzymatic cleavage by DNases is the fastest. Hydrolysis, or breakdown by water, is continuous. Deamination alters bases, and oxidation damages the bases and backbone through reactive oxygen species. Hydrolysis is the chemical breakdown of DNA where water molecules attack the phosphodiester backbone. This process weakens the PO bond, leading to the release of a free phosphate group and the separation of nucleotides. High temperature and extreme pH accelerate this fragmentation. This schematic illustrates the 5-step process of hydrolysis, where a water molecule attacks the phosphodiester bond. This breakdown ultimately fragments the DNA, a process accelerated by high temperatures and extreme pH levels. UV radiation significantly affects eDNA persistence. Sunlight exposes free DNA, damaging bases and forming lesions like thymine dimers. Since eDNA lacks repair mechanisms, the structure destabilizes, leading to strand breaks and a rapid fading of the eDNA signal. eDNA longevity varies significantly across environments. In aquatic settings, the half-life is short, around 3 to 21 days, due to microbial activity and flow. Terrestrial soil offers more protection, allowing persistence for 2 to 6 months. In the atmosphere, UV and desiccation limit persistence to hours or days. A study on aquatic eDNA decay found that microbial DNases were the primary driver of degradation, leading to a half-life of 7 days at neutral pH. Sterilizing the water extended the half-life to 21 days, confirming that detection windows are narrow, typically 1 to 3 weeks. In terrestrial environments, a case study showed that cold, shaded soil extended eDNA half-life to 180 days. Conversely, warm, UV-exposed soil reduced the half-life significantly. Terrestrial eDNA persists longer than aquatic, extending sampling windows to months. To recap, DNA stability is determined by its structure, with the backbone resisting hydrolysis. Cold temperatures, neutral pH, darkness, and low microbial activity maximize persistence. Enzymatic cleavage is the fastest degradation method. Aquatic eDNA persists weeks, while terrestrial persists months. Let's check your knowledge. Which combination of environmental conditions would maximize eDNA persistence in a soil sample? The correct answer is low temperature, neutral pH, low UV exposure, and low microbial activity. eDNA persistence should be viewed as a design parameter, not a limitation. By understanding these degradation mechanisms, researchers can optimize sampling strategies, predict detection windows, and apply eDNA monitoring effectively to conservation challenges.